So I have two questions for you. First, are you working in the entertainment industry? Okay, if so, have you found love yet? Now, if you have, please keep watching this video because you may need it at some point and I need those views. So please keep watching. But if not, this is the right video for you. Hi guys, my name is Kadeja Summers. I am the founder of Red Velvet Productions, where I do videography, photography, all that stuff. And all that stuff will be linked down in my bio below. And also I give tips and tricks in the entertainment industry. So if you are interested in anything like that, please subscribe for a new video every Sunday. All right, let's get into it, okay? Look guys, dating is hard in general. We are literally in a lonely pandemic, especially among Gen Z. We do not know how to talk to people anymore. COVID has messed us up completely because that's when a lot of us were transitioning into adulthood. So yeah, we're struggling. So if you're struggling to even communicate with people, it's normal. Well, it's not normal, but I mean, it's like a lot of other people are going through it as well too. So this video is specifically for people in entertainment, but I feel like if you do struggle with dating, it has some key gems in here. So why am I speaking about entertainment? And when I mean entertainment, I mean the film industry, the music industry, the sports production industry, anything that has something to do with media and entertaining folks in some sort or manner. So the fashion industry, the design industry, I'm literally talking about everything. I think it's an important topic to talk about because I think dating in the entertainment industry, if you're a celebrity, if you're behind the scenes, whatever, it's just hard in general. And the reason is because people in entertainment work God knows hours that probably aren't even humanly possible. Most entertainment jobs are not really a 9 to 5 unless you are working at a company or something like that. A lot of hours are crazy. You may be working 7 a.m. in the morning till, I don't know, till midnight the next day. You may have a month break, like it's just random. And the hours are crazy. So it really can be hard to find time to meet people. You are constantly meeting people. This industry is a very network type industry. So you're continuously meeting people, and it can be very exhausting, and sometimes you just don't want to deal with people, and there's just a lot of personalities and characters, and it can be hard to feel and see what works for you. And I think the third one is, I think this is more for like where and what you are doing, but temptations. And what I mean by temptations is like, I feel like with the entertainment industry, it can be a pretty fun industry, and especially if you're a musician or working in modeling or something like that, there's just a lot of people that might be infatuated with you, admired by you. And I mean, it's not like everyone goes through that. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like it's so easy to have a lot of people admired by you, or like a lot of attraction. So you may be a little tempted to like cheat or something, so let's not do that. But I'm just saying, like, that's another thing that could be a possibility. And there's a million reasons, but to keep this video short and concise, and honestly, it can make you feel so unmotivated and feel very sad because you're just like, damn, like I'm alone and like I'm working in the industry too. So like, you know, depending on where you work at, because some entertainment jobs are a 9 to 5, or some are not as crazy as others. So it just really depends on what you're doing. So now we got that out of the way. Now, the real question is, should you date when you're in the entertainment industry? And the answer is, and you probably know, it depends on you. Really, it's your life and you can do what the F you want to do. So if you want to date, date. But the real question is you should ask yourselves these questions if you're still trying to figure out if you want to date or not. The first one is, what are your goals in the industry? Because when you get a clear picture about what you want, then you start to see if dating is going to work for you or not. So if you're trying to be someone that, I don't know, just trying to work for a company for, I don't know, sports, or work for a company for marketing and entertainment, yeah, dating is definitely possible because you're more likely working from one time to another, and you're most likely working more of a 9 to 5, and it's not as like, you know, crazy. But if you're doing like a camera operator, if you are doing film, anything with film, I give you luck. If you're trying to be a musician, you still can date, because there's a lot of people that date. You know, that's not the concern. But your hours are probably gonna look, or if you're trying to be an entrepreneur in entertainment, or even anything, like, now that's when the hours get a little psychotic. So that's why I'm saying, like, will your goals fit with the person that you, or if you're trying to date, like, is your hours or is your goals is dating gonna grow them or hinder them? I think that's the real question. This leads me to number 2. Will you have time for a relationship? What I mean by this is, once again, the hours that you work, the things that you do, will you have time for them? And for something like this, is like, it depends on if dating is really important to you or not. Because if you're, once again, in the film industry working all these crazy hours as a production assistant, director, whatever, it can be hard to find time to even be with your loved ones because of the hours that you work. So you should think about, would you dedicate time to have a relationship? That's the real question you should ask yourself. Are you willing to? And if the answer is yes, then consider. If not, maybe dating is not something you should do. So what are your priorities with relationships? And what I mean by this is, you know, we don't know. You know, you may not have a clear answer, but are you looking for something more long-term? Are you not trying to date at all? Are you trying to look for something more casual? Are you trying to look for friends? Like, those are the questions that I would ask, because if not, you may go into this like, oh, I don't know what I want, and you're just kind of messing around, which is okay. Sometimes you need to do that to figure out what you actually want. But I think when you answer those questions with the relationship, you'll see what you need to do. Do I need to even pursue this? And maybe if I really want a long-term relationship, maybe I work somewhere a little more stable, or if I want to just work all these crazy hours, maybe I'm gonna do something casual for now. You know, what are your priorities? If it's important to you, I would really consider what you are doing for work and seeing, you know, how that affects you. But if it's something that you're considering, but if it's something that's not really important, I wouldn't really think about long term. The last question is, do you see this affecting your work? When you date, do you think, is it gonna hinder my growth? Is it going to is it gonna grow me? Is this person going to help me grow? And honestly, it is a lot of trial and error before you can really consider something like that. So honestly, you may just have to try it a few times just to see, but you really need to think about the goals and things that you want to do in life. Will a relationship or anything like that, will it affect me in some form or fashion? And those are the 4 questions you should probably ask yourself. Now we get to the part, well, I think I want to date or somewhat make a connection. Like, I want to do something with relationships in some sort of fashion. So here are some tips that I would recommend. Some of them you may agree with, some of them you may not, but take what resonates, take what doesn't. Make your work around it. Part of a relationship is you have to water it for it to grow. Now, when celebrities have relationships, obviously they're always busy and they always have something going on, but they try to find time. They may meet up in Paris, or they may see each other at a tour or a show, something to make sure they still keep that connection going. So if you're on a film set and you're working from 7 a.m. to midnight on most days, and you have a partner or someone you're dating, I would recommend maybe on your lunch break, maybe if you guys can find time to meet up, I would say, because sometimes film sets end early, sometimes they last a little bit longer. I would recommend maybe that day that it doesn't last as long, you guys maybe go on a date night or call them throughout. Like maybe when you go to the bathroom, give them a call. Finding time to water, because you're gonna be busy and your relationship will not look like everyone else's. Like you're not gonna spend time with them every day unless you've been in the industry for 50 years. And I mean, you can find time because a lot of people do it. So now this may be controversial and I understand why. Is start with dating apps. Now I know there's a lot of bad juju and all this negative, connotation around dating apps. And I understand because I'm on them and they're not the best all the time. If you want to, if you don't do it. But I think especially for people that are doing entertainment, it's kind of an easier way to meet people and an easier way to kind of see what you like and don't like. And especially I think it's really good for people that are looking for something a little more casual, because you can kind of just meet with them anytime and you don't have to really make that much of an effort to really meet them, because it's like, oh, it's on my own time. Because you're busy, you may not have time to meet people. You do network a lot, but most of that time is networking for your careers, not really, unless you just magically meet somebody and, which happens, when you start dating. But most of the time you don't really have time to really do other things unless you find the time to. So I think it's a good way to start. I'm not saying you have to end there, but at least start. And the last thing is make sure you and your partner establish boundaries. Now, if you are dating or if you do meet somebody, please make sure you guys have communication, because it's gonna be a tough ride, especially if both of you guys are in entertainment. But if one works a 9 to 5 and one doesn't, the one that works a 9 to 5, it may be a little hard because they may not see their partner as much. So please establish boundaries. Please talk about it. Communication and understanding are good things. You can communicate, but if you don't understand, it doesn't make sense. You gotta have an understanding. Be like, hey girl, hey boy, like whoever. It may not be the way you want it to look, but we're going to make it work because I love you, All right, guys. So all in all, do not get discouraged. In general, I don't care what industry you're in. Dating is just not easy. Like, I think it's fun, but don't let it be so hard. It's only hard if you let it be hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are some times where it kind of sucks, but I will say that just let it be fun. Like, don't have any expectations. And you obviously know what you want, but don't expect everything. Just go with it. And this is gonna sound cliche, but the right person or the right group of people will meet with you, and you guys will ride out into the sunset. But thank you guys for watching my video today, and please like, comment, and subscribe, because I give all the juicy entertainment tips and tricks that I actually give you guys like actual tips instead of just a bunch of nothing. This was a more ranty video, but I'm saying like all my other videos, they're really good to look at. I want you to comment down below some dating issues that you've had, or if you are in entertainment, like really like talk about your experience with dating or what you want to experience. And please comment down below what videos, tips, and tricks that you would like to look at. I will be sending out on my YouTube post kind of like some ideas of what you guys would like to look at next. And I will definitely give that to you. And also I will be posting it on my Instagram. So please look forward to that. I am creating a new Instagram. This is actually like my influencer Instagram, because I have two. I have like just my main personal one, which I've had this since 5th grade. So I think it's just time to let it go low key. And then I have my portfolio one just to show like my work. So I have one that I'm going to be posting like more of these videos, and also like really like influencers. So I will be posting that down, and please like, comment, subscribe.